Hi guys, today we have a truly fiery video. There will be many explosions, fire and other dangerous things in it. So let's start with the disclaimer. It isn't worth repeating what you are about to see because it's not safe. So we're going to use a lot of firecrackers today. It's already scary when there is just one of the Corsair 12, but today we're going to use a lot of them. And the task is to explode 10 gallons of gasoline. But before we move to the range, we need to do some preparations. At the beginning, we need to collect a cartridge belt from the Corsairs on a barrel. To do this, we fix the firecrackers around it with the help of a scotch tape. But how to make them all explode at the same time? Each firecracker has its own separate wick with different burning time. We will not tell any secrets for your own safety. The preparations are over, we can leave the hangar and move to the training range. As it is already autumn, there is a lot of dry grass and leaves around. We try to find a green oasis not to start a fire. This place is perfect. We have a fire extinguisher if we get an unexpected fire. Safety is the most important, so the detonation process will occur remotely. Everything is ready to move on to the first test. Let's start experiment with propane. We fill a huge balloon with gas. At the moment of the explosion, one piece of the ball flew far away. And the grass caught fire at the blast area. Fortunately, the fire is small, so we don't use any fire extinguisher now. It's the very time to up the bat and do the same with 3 propane balloons. We are from Ukraine, so we've chosen the colors of the balloons in such a way as to explode Russia. The explosion is much more powerful. The fire area is also larger, but even now the consequences are not so terrible that they cannot be trampled on. The fragments of the ball are scattered by an explosive wave over a rather large radius. But do not worry, we are not the ones who litter, so we have picked everything up. It's time to move to gasoline. We have been interested for a long time in what will happen if we threw the Corsair 12 into the gas tank of a car. Now it is the best time to check it out. So, we unscrew the cap, pour some gasoline into the tank, and then we carry it to a safe distance. We also assemble a remote detonation scheme. The cap from the gas tank flew out like an artillery shell, and all this is accompanied by a cloud of black smoke. Excessive pressure in the tank has found a weak point. We found the cap 100 feet of the explosion area, and there are some mushrooms together with it. We expect that the tank will burst, but we have got shooting with the cap. So this time we screw the cap tightly. Maybe it will be possible to burst the tank with the force of the explosion. And nothing happens. The airless space simply doesn't give a chance to ignite gasoline fumes. As you know, we need oxygen for burning, but there is none in a tightly closed tank. And now it's time to do something similar with a plastic 1-liter bottle. We pour gasoline into it, put it on the gas tank and attach one Corsair to the bottle. And it hits like a ton of bricks. There is a lot of smoke and sparks in all directions, but the expected effect isn't achieved yet. the firecracker is thrown to one side, the bottle to the other. It's intact except the turn label, so we will repeat the experiment, but this time we're going to attach 3 corsairs to the bottle. Three corsairs manage to break the integrity of the bottle, so the fire turns out to be quite large scale. Some separate hearts do appear in a few meters away. That's why we've got a fire extinguisher. But that's not the effect we have been waiting for. Let's change the conditions of the experiment. We take an open container, put the Corsair 12 on the bottom and fill the container with gasoline. And here is the explosion! The container flew into the air and a fiery mushroom burst out of it. Then all this burning mass falls down for a fairly wide distance. The fire extinguisher easily solves this problem. And here we are at the top of the show. It's time for the most epic explosion. The latest experience with an open tank and gasoline has shown what the Corsair 12 is capable in such conditions. But what if there are 10 gallons of gasoline and 50 Corsairs? First of all, we change the place of dislocation to the one where there is no dry grass at all. We take out a previously prepared barrel of gasoline on the road between 2 fields. It is safer to explode only in the desert. A large-scale explosion needs some appropriate preparation. We have 41 Corsair around the barrel. 9 more will dive into a barrel of gasoline. Is everyone ready for action? The explosion is really loud and fiery. A huge fiery mushroom bursts out of the barrel, from which sparks and smoke flow in all directions. And when the smoke clears up, it turns out that the barrel has quickly melted. We just can't imagine how hot the temperature of the fiery cloud is. And now it's time to eliminate the consequences of the explosion, give likes and go away. Bye-bye!